Hi viewers, welcome to the channel Global English Academy, which aims at teaching English language and literature. In this class, we will be looking at tense in English grammar. So, in this video, we will study the meaning of tense and the types of tense. Okay, first, we will look at the meaning of tense. Here, a tense is a verb form that allows you to express time. The tense of the verb tells us when an event or something existed or when a person did something. See, if we look at the meaning of a tense in English grammar, no, tense is nothing but the verb form. It's just a verb form that tells us express the time, that allows you to express the time. Okay, we use tense to tell when something has happened or when something will be happen or when an event happens. Okay, and we use tense to tell when a person did something. Okay, and we also use tense to tell if something existed. Okay, moreover, or in other words, you could say tense tells the action of a time. Okay, in simple words, tense tells the action of a word. Okay, action of a time. Okay, so here we have three main types of a tense. What are those? Past tense, present tense, and future tense. Okay, so first we will look at one by one in detail with a lot of examples. Okay, first we have present tense. What is this present tense? Present tense, or the simple present tense or present tense, is one of the most basic tense in English. We use present tense to talk about something that is currently ongoing, something that is habitually performed, or a state that generally or currently exists. See, we use present tense to talk about something that is currently ongoing. Okay, we use present tense to tell the day to day habits. Okay, whenever we are going to tell our day to day's habits, no, we use present tense. And we also use present tense to tell the statements, to tell about the statements. Okay, and if we look at the structural formula of present tense, no, first subject comes, then we have verb, thereafter object comes. Okay, here what is this subject? Subject is very simple. Okay, subject, one who does the action, is known as subject, and verb tells the action, you know it. And here what is object? Here object receives the action. Okay, subject does the action and object receives the action. Okay, let us look at the examples of present tense. Here we have the sentence, she lives in Spain. Here she is a subject. You know why it is she? Why she is subject here? Because it does the action. Okay, she lives in Japan, and here lives is verb here, and in Spain is a object. Okay, see, in present tense, verb consists of yes or es form. Okay, here we have the verb live. It consists of yes form, lives. Okay, you know why? Because the subject here, she, is in third person, third person singular. Okay, that's why verb consists of yes or es form. Okay. Then we have Kiran drives a taxi. Here Kiran is also third person singular. Here the subject Kiran is third person singular. That's why verb here is yes. Okay. Kiran drives a taxi. Okay, Kiran is a subject, drives is a verb, and a taxi is a object. Okay, then let us look at some of further example of present tense. The sun rises in the east. Here, rises is a verb. Okay, and the birds fly in the sky. Here, fly is a verb. Okay, then I eat breakfast every day. Okay, here eat, okay, is a subject. I is a subject, eat is a verb, breakfast every day is a object. Okay, you drink coffee in the morning. Here drink, here verb, there is no yes or es form. Here the verb drink, it does not consist of yes or es form. You know why? Because the subject is third person, sorry, second person plural, you. Okay, and they walk to the park. Here walk, here we have the verb called walk, and it does not consist of a yes or es form here. You know why? Because here the subject they, here the subject they is in third person, plural. Okay, that's why here there is no yes or es form for verb. The flowers bloom in the spring. He reads a book every night. She listened to music while cooking. Okay, so these are the example of present tense. I think it's clear to you what is present tense and the structural formula for present tense. Okay, and how subject comes here and how object comes and how verb plays the action here. Okay, and next we will look at past tense. What is this past tense? The past tense is used to describe an action or an event that has happened in the past or a past state of a being, and needs to conclude or needs to include a time maker for when event or action took place. See, you just have to remember this only. Okay, I'm going to make it very simple. Okay, we use past tense, we use past tense to tell, to describe an event that has happened in the past or in the previous. Okay, previous day, previous night, previous year. Okay, so we use past tense to tell the action that are already happened in the past days. Okay, if we look at the structural formula of a past tense, no, here subject comes first, then verb form 2. Okay, then we have object. As I told you, what is subject, what is verb, and what is object. Okay, see, if we look at the examples, no, here we meet yesterday. See, the sentence here is in past tense because we here is subject, and I told you that as one who does the action is known as subject, as I told you. Okay, here we is subject, met, here is verb 2, v2, here verb is v2. If we look at the verb 1, no, of the word meet, it's a meet. Here verb 2, met, we met yesterday. Okay, here met, the verb form 2. When we use past tense, no, the verb form should be 2, verb 2. Okay, then he brought a new laptop last week. Okay, here bought, buy, bought. Here verb to bought we have. Okay, he is a subject here. Bought is a verb here because the verb is in to second form. Okay, verb to. Then we have object a new laptop last week. Okay, so you just remember that in past tense verb to we have verb to in past tense. Okay, that's it, very simple. Then we have some other examples of a past tense. Mohan went to the supermarket yesterday. Here went is a verb to go, went, gone. Okay, so whenever we use past tense, no, verb should be second form. Verb should be second form. Okay, Soumya cooked a tasty dinner yesterday. Here cooked, cooked, cooked. Okay, cooked. Here is verb to. Here we have. Then my brother saw a movie yesterday. Here saw. Okay, verb to we have. That's why it's a past tense. My brother saw a new movie yesterday. Last year I traveled to France. Here traveled. Okay, verb form here is to. Then I played tennis when I was young. Here played. I learned how to play the guitar 5 months ago. I learned. Okay, verb 2. My brother waited hours at the railway station. My mother bought a dress for me. Here bought. Buy, bought. Waited. Okay, so this is how we have to understand past tense. See, you just have to remember in past tense, subject comes first, then we have verb. The verb form should be second. Okay, verb form should be second one, then object comes. Okay, then we have future tense. So, what is this future tense? Future tense is a verb tense used to describe an event or action that has not yet happened and is expected to happen in the future. See, we use future tense to tell the actions that will be takes place. Okay, we use future tense to tell the events or the actions that will be happen in the future. So we use future tense to tell future actions. You could say like this. In other words, in simple terms, you could say we use future tense to tell future action. Okay, future action events, the action that is expected to happen in the future. No, we use future tense. Okay, if you look at the structural formula of future tense, here subject comes first, then modal auxiliary verb shall or will comes next, then verb comes, thereafter object comes. Okay, see, for example, he will be here soon. Here he is a subject here, then modal auxiliary verb we have here, that is the will, then we have here is a verb then soon. Okay, see, he will be here soon. Here will is a modal auxiliary verb, then be is a verb here. Okay, see, you just remember whenever the modal auxiliary verb comes after the subject, the verb does not consist of yes or es form in simple future tense. In future tense, see, you can observe here, See, I will speak English. Here, speak. Okay. Then look at the examples. Kavita will write a letter. See here the subject is in third person, singular. Kavita, he, she, it. But the verb here is plural, right? It's not a writes. You know why? Because here we have modal auxiliary verb before the modal auxiliary verb after the subject. Okay, that's why there is no yes or es form for verb here. Okay, to the verb here. Okay, even though it's a third person singular, no, so there is no yes or es form to the verb. Okay, Kavita will writes a letter. Okay, then if we look at the some more examples, no, I will meet him later. Here will is a modal auxiliary verb and meet is a verb here. Okay, here so whenever in future tense, no, verb form should be base one. Verb form should be you know base form. Verb consists of base form, that's the meet. Okay, you will come. It's not a comes, it's a come. You know why? Because here subject you is second person plural. If the subject is plural, verb should be plural. If the subject is singular, verb should be singular. It's a rule, subject verb agreement. If you have studied in the in my videos, no, if you studied, I have made a video on this topic, subject verb agreement. Okay, you can watch that video also. There is a link in the comment box, you can watch it. Okay, so the rule is very simple. If the subject is a singular, verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, verb should be plural. That's it. Okay, here the subject you is a plural, that's why verb here we have come. It's a plural form. Okay, comes is a singular form and come is a plural form. Okay, see, it will be rain tomorrow. It will be, sorry, it will rain tomorrow. Here rain. Okay, here rain is a verb. She will be late. Here will be, will is modal auxiliary verb here and be is a verb here. Okay, he will help us later. See, here the subject he is a singular, so the subject here he is singular, that's why help is also singular. Okay, he will help us later. Okay, we will get married in September. They will cook dinner. My brother will speak English. Okay, see, my brother is a third person singular. So the verb form here is speak is a plural form. Okay, it's not a speaks. Even though we have subject, subject is in third person singular. See, the rule here is if the subject is singular, okay, verb should be singular, the rule. But we have will here. Whenever we use will in future tense, whenever we use will after the subject, no, verb should be plural. Okay, it's speak, read, get, cook. Okay, then we have my teacher will read a novel. Here read is a verb here, will is a modal auxiliary verb. Okay, so this is all about a tense. Okay, we have studied what is tense and the meaning of a tense, and the three major types of tense we have studied, and we will look at so many examples in order to clarify the concept. Okay, so in the next video I'm going to discuss each tense in detail. Okay, so this is all about tense. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.